Aether, Bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Playing at number 2 will be Jack Hyde. Playing at number 3 will be Guillermo Terrera. And at the back door, Matthias Fagacha, Benoit. UAE playing in white. And playing in their purple colours will be Abu Dhabi. Playing at number 1 will be Faris Yabouni. At number 2, Kieran Hall. At 3, Joachim Pitaluga. And Alfredo Capella Barabucci playing at back. Umpires out on the field will be Jason Dixon and JJ Alberti, with third man being Peter Wright. So two teams just working out which way they're going to be going. It looks like we're going to have Abu Dhabi towards the scoreboard. This looks like Abu Dhabi going towards the scoreboard, with the UAE going towards the Villa end. With JJ Alberti looking to pull the ball in. I'd just like to remind everybody, if you stand back behind the white line, it is a safety zone. The Polo ball is about 180 grams, made of hard expanded plastic. Can move at over 100 miles an hour. So the ball quickly into play. Second match underway here now in the Julius Baer Gold Cup. Onto it here is Terrera. Terrera leaves it. Sorry, it was Hall, leaving it for Terrera. Sends this one up here, quickly up there for Jack Hyde. Jack Hyde going goal bound here now. Jack Hyde looking to straighten this one up. The pressure's on him. Just couldn't quite finish that one off here, but the first onto this one here is going to be Capella. Capella coming up onto the play. Capella sends a backhand. Didn't get a strong backhand. He would quite like to have done so, but first onto it is going to be Terrera. Plays the backhand. Gets bashed and crashed in his turning play, but we get a whistle on that play there. And just so we all know, we have Faris starting off on Maestro, Kieran on Tana, Joachim on Kiops, with Alfie on Pisa. Shaker Mather on Patricia, Jack Hyde on Garon, Terrera on Jessica, and Matthias on Zuma. So just to remind everybody, the white line is a safety zone. Can you please stay behind it? It's not a line to sit in front of. We need to be behind this. The ball will move at 100 miles an hour. It's very painful if you do get hit by it. So the ball's been placed down here now for a penalty 3 in favour of the UAE for Matthias Benoit to circle round up onto here now. Matthias walks up to this one here, strikes it, drives it. Through the goal it is. Goal number 1 on the board there for the UAE. So back to the middle of the field it is here now. For JJ Alberti to bowl the ball in, changing ends of course. Ball bowled into play quickly there, front line out. Trying to come out with that one was Faris, gets hooked off out of it by Shaker Mather, quickly picked up here now by Kieran Hall. Kieran taps it up forward here. Kieran takes out towards the ball. Vakachi just marks him off out the play, takes it forward. On the near side comes Pitaluga, but couldn't get it. It is going to be Vakacha gets under that one a long way, goes up a long way, picked up beautifully there by young Hyde. Jack Hyde couldn't take the next play. Pitaluga sends the backhand, scurrying round quickly onto this one here now is Hall. Hall comes picking up on the near side, gets away from the hook there from Benoit, up on the stick side. Couldn't quite get onto the next play, but the backhand comes in there by Terrera once more. Saving the day for the UAE, pushed it out towards the boards. But first onto this one here now is going to be Pitaluga. Pitaluga comes forward here now. Joachim Pitaluga. Torreira in front. Pitaluga keeps the ball moving forward, goes under the neck here, tries to send this one up there for Capella, goes up on himself once more, goes to the driving shot, sends this one in towards the goal. It's a very good strong neck shot, but just overcooked it a little bit, and to the left hand of the goalpost it goes, and wide it is. So the ball's placed down there in the back line for Vagacha, with this been watering into play for the UAE. Matthias taps it. Sees he has Torreira out there on the run on Jessica. Sends it out towards the boards, up towards the St. Regis Hotel. Pops off the boards. Goes to the next shot here. Looking to send this one up the middle of the field here for Hyde. Spreading, opening it. That's just much more like Polo. Nice, good, open running Polo. Hyde being pursued there by Yabuni. Checks up on the play. Goes with a cut shot. Couldn't quite get the next one into that one there, but it's now picked up by Capella on the near side. Capella for Abu Dhabi. Checks the play. Got Hyde there in contention. Looks to keep control of it. Does so. Leaves it for Pitaluga now. Pitaluga with Torreira. Pitaluga pushes it there. Torreira yields. A couple of players just got themselves a little bit tangled up here behind. Now they sort themselves out, but it's going to be Pitaluga on the ball once more. Pitaluga this time sends it up here in front of the commentary stand. Strike for Yabuni to come onto, but Benoit slips onto the line. Sends a little tail backhand there for Sheikh Matha. Matha tries to come back onto this play, but it's now picked up here by Kieran. Kieran Hall. Kieran, stick side, near side. Good play for the young Englishman here now as Benoit goes back with him. Keeps control of this ball here. Does. Kieran takes it forward near side, plays the backhand, leaves the ball behind. It's now picked up there by Capella. Capella comes forward, gets ridden off out of it there by Hyde. Hyde plays the backhand, and we get a whistle on that play. I think the umpires were possibly playing just a little bit of advantage from a play that happened just prior to that. But no advantage coming. And 3:20 on the clock. We have Joachim Pitaluga looking to change ponies. On to Karina. Kieran looking to change. On to Fajarita. As Alfredo Capella tees this ball up here now. So Capella tees the ball up. Alfredo Capella. Alfie, he drives, he shoots, it's along the ground, but through the goal it is. 1 goal apiece here in chucker number 1. As Alfie off to change off Pisa on to Alegria. And back to the middle of the field it will be for umpire Alberi to bowl the ball in. Bowls the ball into play. Frontal line out it is, trying to come off with this one here. Is Alfie once more. Can't do so. Torreira gets better. Sends a bit of a backhand out there. First onto it is the backhand there of Yabuni. Yabuni's backhand. Picked up here by Pitaluga. Pitaluga comes forward. Waiting for him though is Torreira. Checks up on the boards. Pitaluga. Torreira and Pitaluga together. Sends it forward on the near side, allowing Torreira to come onto it here this time. Torreira comes across the face of his own goal, being chased there by Pitaluga. Feeling comfortable now, couldn't quite do so, couldn't quite pick that ball up. Next onto it's going to be Hyde. Hyde decides to play the safe shot, send the backhand out there for Torreira. Torreira, this time, sends it up the field here now for Benoit. Benoit comes up onto this one here now, nice open driving shot there, going back with him is Pitaluga. But Benoit has the pace. Benoit couldn't quite control that one enough. Has to slow down, take the backhand, turn his backhand in towards the goal here. In comes Hyde. Hyde comes in looking to nail another one on the board, and he does. Cleaning up once more for the UAE. 2 goals it is to the UAE. 1 goal to Abu Dhabi. So umpire or birdie. Lines two teams up, bowls that ball into play once more. Coming off with it is Ogacha. Goes to the driving shot. Looks to send this one up to the man himself. It's young Hyde out there in front. You can't let this man go. They've let him go a couple of times. He's just pushed that one a little bit wide. Can he get in and flick this one in? He flicks it, but couldn't quite get it in through the goals. And leaves the ball out over the back line. So the ball's placed down the back line for Alfredo Capella to bring back into play. Alfie taps it up forward. Keeps the ball moving. This time goes with the driving shot. Sends it up here now. Looking to come back onto this one possibly himself, but it's going to be Torreira who comes onto this one first. Torreira with Pitaluga. Torreira gets that pass. Pitaluga on that one there. Comes in behind Alfie, but he's got Pitaluga on one side. Kian Hall on the other. Comes in with the shot. Little backhand there by Kian. It's a little bit of a melee, a little bit scrappy. Coming onto it there now is going to be Ogacha. Ogacha comes forward with it here. In comes Alfie. But Matthias Benoit keeps control of that one there. We got a whistle on the play. And it looks like we have a penalty too now in favour of UAE, being teed up by Matthias Benoit. Players called. Matthias changed on to Sota. Walks up to this one here, takes a full swing, puts it away. There's number 3 on the board there for the UAE. 3 goals is to UAE in Chukka number 1. 1 goal to Abu Dhabi. And there's the first 2 to ladies and gentlemen. So that there will end the first Chukka here in the second match of the Julius Baer Gold Cup. Our title sponsor here for the Dubai Gold Cup 2017. Being supported by Bentley, the sponsor of the subsidiary finals. So the 2 teams coming back out on the field of play here now. Umpires just calling 2 teams up. Well, we're starting off, of course, with a roll-in. Having the goal ending that last Chukka, with the score being 3 goals to UAE, 1 goal to Abu Dhabi. Sheikh Ametha out there on pieces. Jack on Immaculada. Terera on Nieve. And Matthias Benoit on Classico. Farsi Bruni on Maxima. Kian on Gilda. Joachim on Roquero. And Alfie on Claro. So JJ will just line the 2 teams up. We still have Abu Dhabi heading towards the scoreboard in their purple shirts. So the ball's into play. Into play it is. Got the front line out. Yabuni takes this one up forward here now. Yabuni gets stopped in the play. Picked up here this time by Kian. He's there for Benoit. A little backhand out towards the balls. Coming onto it is Joachim and Terera. Challenge each other on that one there. And Hyde and Capella come together and we get a whistle on the play. So ball's been placed down here now on the penalty 4 for a 60-yard line. A penalty 4 in favour of Abu Dhabi. Possibly Jack Hyde was trying to meet that one on the near side, but being met stick side by Alfredo Capella. And of course, all players having to play right-handed to avoid head-on collisions. And the person who has the most right to the ball is that with the minimal angle on their stick side. In this case being Alfredo Capella. So Alfie just tees the ball up. Circling around here on Claro. Alfie, he drives, he shoots, his head heightened through towards the goal it goes, but it looks like that one's just gone wide once more. So on the back line, the ball will be placed for Matthias Benoit. Ogaggia for the UAE to bring into play. Matthias taps the ball forward. Hyde in there, looking to keep the player off it. Flicks that one up here now for Terrera. Terrera settles down on the play. Kian comes in, takes the hook, does Terrera. Pulls it away from him, does Terrera once more. Terrera goes with the driving shot, looks to send this one out the front door. You see here, you have Benoit got the pace on here. Benoit got the leg, slips up past Capella on that one there. He looks over his shoulder, he's got a bit of space and time, looks in towards the goal, sends a driving shot in towards the goal, but it's just gone wide. So end to end, at this time it's 4. Alfredo Capella's ring back into play. Alfredo taps the ball forward here now. Alfie goes with the driving shot this time. He's got a massive hit. Sends that one clean up over the top. Looking skyward bound is Yabuni. Yabuni picks that one up there, being hard pursued by Shaker Mather. Comes in, pull the right off, come to the near side shot. Couldn't quite get the near side shot off there, but it's now left 4. But it's Benoit. Benoit turning there in front of Kian. Benoit. Benoit drives it up here once more, trying to get this one up for Hyde, but it is going to be Pitaluga. Joachim sends a nice tail backhand there for Alfie. Alfredo Capella with Hyde. Alfie sends a backhand, comes off the pony, gets back onto the boards, more. In comes Hyde. Hyde looking for something there. Little backhand by Pitaluga, plays it back to himself. Near side play by Benoit. Benoit stopped in his tracks. We're going to whistle on the play. And the umpires reckon that Matthias Benoit, when he was trying to come through, evidently was being blocked in his passage forward. And the ball is being dropped down on the 60-yard line in favour of the UAE. And taking the opportunity to quickly change is Matthias Benoit. As the ball's teed up there by Guillermo Terrera. So Matthias Benoit circling around here now. Back on Sota. Goes with the driving shot. It's stoppable, that one is. It goes in, tries to flick that one in, does Hyde, but wide it is. So the ball's placed down the back line for Alfredo Capella to bring back into play once more. Alfie taps it forward. Alfredo Capella. Hyde being kept off out of it there by Pitaluga. Pitaluga being held up there now by Hyde, but it's going to be Alfie, goes himself, checks up with the play. Terrera in front. Alfie has to yield off out of that one there, and he does. Leaves it now for Pitaluga. Playing a little bit of a advantage on that one there, sending that ball out further forward, but it doesn't quite get the man he's looking for, but it gets intercepted well by Benoit. Benoit gets that ball stolen off him there by Kian. Kian and Terrera come together on that one. Kian comes away with it once more. Kian takes that one out towards the boards in front of the St Regis Hotel. Kian checks up on the play, gets ridden off out over the boards, leaves it now for Matthias Benoit. Matthias Benoit and Alfie. Alfie turns that one inside once more, just having to yield off it is Benoit. Goes himself, Alfredo Capella. Leaves that one behind. Looks for the ball, picked up here by Pitaluga. Pitaluga turns the play. Benoit tries to make the meet, pushes it forward, gets flicked back there by Hyde. First onto this one, hooking each other out, but we get a whistle on the play. Umpires possibly deeming there maybe a 2-on-1 situation, or one of the players hopping from one side of the line onto the other to try and make the meet. And we have Penalty can be dropped down here now in favour of Abu Dhabi. So the ball being teed up there for a penalty 2 in favour of Abu Dhabi by Alfredo Capella. Kian changed on to Gatha. Joachim on Perla. A mare played a lot by Alfredo Capella in years gone by. Alfie drives, he shoots through the goal, it goes, there's number 2 on the board there for Abu Dhabi. The score is 3 goals to the UAE, 2 goals to Abu Dhabi. The teams make their way back towards the middle of the field to get this Jacko back underway once more. So Alberti lines 2 teams up, looks for a vagrant stem, so a gap, gets it in, out the back of the line, out it comes, but it is Alfie. Alfie being pursued there by Hyde, Alfredo Capella. Hyde looks to try and close him off out of the angle on that one there, looks over his shoulder to see which way inside he's coming from, plays the tail backhand, the backhand threads out in between the plays. Nice, simple, classic play there, sends it out there, but the very first one into it is going to be Pitaluga. Pitaluga trying to avoid the hooking play, gets hooked there by Benoit, but next onto it is going to be Alfie, Alfredo Capella. Capella straighten things up here now. Capella in pursuit is Ferreira. Capella retains possession. Capella looking to try and thread his way through. He's got all the traffic out there in front of him. Goes towards the goal and through the goal it is. Leveling the scores up here in Chukka number 2. 3 goals apiece. The ball bowled into play, out the frontal line out it is. Trying to get onto this one here is Kian looking to turn it, being pressurised there by Hyde. Yields off as Hyde, leaves it now for Alfie takes the hook. Ball flicks forward there for Benoit. Scurries onto this one here now. Matthias Benoit looks to see where his teammates are. Opts to play, in comes Yabuni looks to come in, play the ball, does so. Steals that one there from underneath the nose from Benoit. Cheeky as ever, Yabuni once more. Yabuni, this time coming in there is Benoit. Turns to play here now, up to halfway line. Matthias Benoit. Matthias once more looking to straighten this one up here now. He's a little bit right of the goal mouth. Can he just straighten this one up? Yes, he can. He drags it and pulls it beautifully between the goals. It's 4 goals now to the UAE. 3 goals to Abu Dhabi. Alberti looking to line the 2 teams up and get them back underway once again. Waiting for Capella. Capella joins in, ball back into play quickly off the back of the line out. Benoit once more. Matthias Benoit goes with the driving shot, looking to thread that one up through. He does. There goes the first 2, but it's Hyde. Got a couple of lengths, 3, 4 lengths there on Alfie Capella, and it's Hyde looking to tap this one away. Hyde puts a beautiful goal away to end Chukka number 2. 5 goals it is to UAE. 3 goals to Abu Dhabi. Use of the young man himself. Hyde comes forward. Kian's in there with him as well. Puts him onto the near side. Takes the hook. Looks to keep control of this ball. Keeps trying to come forward there. Gets blocked in his passage there. Can't get the ball forward. But in comes Torreira looking to clean up. But it's scooped away there by Kian. Kian saving the day there for Abu Dhabi. Comes under there. Gets hooked on this one. But it's going to be the whistle on the play. A little bit of indecision about whose right away that was. If it was Torreira's or if it was Capella's. So it looks like the ball's been placed down here now for a penalty in favour of UAE, being brought in there by Pitaluga. Pitaluga taps it the once. Goes for the driving shot here this time. Looking to put this one wide out here now for Kian. Kian comes up forward, gets up past there on this one here. Kian takes the bounce ball. Kian up on the move here now. He's got Benoit out there with him as well. Goes for the driving shot. Couldn't get onto that one there. But it's cleared up once again there by Guillermo Torreira, taking it across out towards the far side, running the ball around the field as Kian comes in, puts the pressure on him, flicks that one away, takes that one off the boards. Leaves it now for Matthias Benoit and Alfie stops him, takes the ball, brings it forward. Benoit working hard. Alfie straight comes around the corner here now. Alfredo Capella trying to keep Benoit off out of it. There is Kian. Capella working forward. He's got hiding behind. He's got Torreira in front. Alfredo Capella looking to get forward, trying to get a hook and play on. There is Hyde looking for an opportunity. Hyde looking to try and come in and spoil that play. Does so. The backhand comes in there by Torreira. Gets stopped by the pony. Picked up by Yabuni. Yabuni putting this one in towards the goal. Yabuni's goal goes all the way through. Lovely goal there by Faris Yabuni. 5 goals to Abu Dhabi and 5 goals to UAE, levelling it all up here in chukka number 3 with 2 minutes left to play. So Alberti bowls the ball back into play. Torreira comes off with this one here now. Torreira opts to go with himself with Pitaluga. Keeps control. Torreira. Joachim Pitaluga flicks it forward. Looks to come forward up onto the ball. In comes the near side play there. Kian, but comes off the ponies. Backhand gets threaded out there by Pitaluga, looking for it. Up high he goes onto this one here. Has to yield off that play there. Comes across the face of a couple of players on that one there. There's Pitaluga. Comes forward once more. Looks to get this one through. Comes off the pony. Can't get onto it, but it's now going to be Alfie Capella. Capella straightens it up. Capella avoids the hook there from Torreira, but leaves it behind. Slipping onto that line there is Pitaluga. Pitaluga once more. Pitaluga comes in, tries to make the driving shot, gets hooked off out of it. The backhand comes in by Torreira, plays another scrambling back hot, does Pitaluga, does Torreira, but we get a whistle on the play. And the lookouts, we have a yellow card coming down here now. So we've had a yellow card throw down to one play, and it looks like there's been another yellow card to another player within the UAE.
Cool, thank you.
Looks like number 3 and number 4 have both received yellow cards in that play. As Alfredo Capella circles round up onto the play. Drives, he shoots, there's no way he's going to miss from there, I wouldn't have thought, and there it is through the goals. 6 goals it is now to Abu Dhabi, 5 goals to UAE, and the whistle blows because we will be starting off with a penalty. And as we had a double yellow on that one, we're not going to be moving it to the halfway line. We will be starting with a penalty from the 60-yard line. All the way out the other end. This is well in reach of Alfredo Capella to go from being 2 or 3 goals ahead to possibly 2 goals behind. So the ball here, well, being teed up by Alfredo Capella. Capella. Circling around up onto the wall. Capella, he drives, he shoots, watch their flags, they're up. It's 2 goals ahead now for Abu Dhabi. 7 goals for Abu Dhabi. 5 goals for the UAE. So this time it's back to the middle of the field for JJ O'Birdie to bowl this ball in. JJ just blows the whistle, looks for a little bit of order, gets the ball in there this time, coming out with here's Pitaluga, gets hooked by Terrera, picked up now by Capella. Capella threads that one on through, looking to get this one up here now for Pitaluga. Pitaluga out there on the burst. Pitaluga, Joachim Pitaluga, there goes the first shooter. Pitaluga just checks out on the play to make sure of this one here, and that's now 3 goals ahead it is for Abu Dhabi going into half time. 5 goals this UAE, but it's 8 goals to Abu Dhabi. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd be upstanding, please, and make your way out onto the field and tread in some divots, it'd be greatly appreciated before we get the second half of this match underway. Looking to put it on the neck, and he does. That's goal number 6 on the board from Mara. 4.5 it is to the UAE Gantu. So, just line the 2 teams up here now. Umpire Dixon looking to bowl the ball into play. Bowls that ball into play off front line out. It is coming off with here. Pitaluga tries to get a bit of that one there, but it gets threaded up through. But the first onto this one's going to be Alfie Capella. Capella plays the backhand. The backhand comes in, trying to get that for Faris. The first on this one is going to be Hyde. Hyde comes onto the play. Hyde. Hyde. Coming around on that one, Kian, but we get a whistle on the play. So the umpire's just moving this one up to the halfway line here now. A penalty in favour of the UAE. And for the UAE we have Sheikh Matha out on Jala. Jack on Sorrisa. Player's called Benoit, who is playing Activia. Taps this ball forward. Keeps it moving forward, looks to see what his options are, looks to see where his teammates are, and sends that one up there, puts it on the tee, but it looks like it's just gone a little bit wide out to the right it is. So the ball will be placed down there on the back line for Alfredo Capella. On below. Bring the ball back into play here now for Abu Dhabi. Goes with a big driving shot here this time. Looking to unleash Pitaluga, but going back with him there is Terrera. Pitaluga and Terrera. Pitaluga up onto this one here now. Terrera on Piwi. Gets the better ride off here. Just tries to flick that one out towards the ball's lead though for Benoit. Benoit taps it forward. Benoit keeps this ball. Keeps control. Makes turning players. Kian's looked after there by Jack. Benoit. In comes Kieran once more. Benoit flicks that one up further forward. Sends a driving shot up here this time. Tries to get this one up as for Terrera. Terrera comes, meets this play. Terrera meets the play. The crossing play there in front of Pitaluga. We get a whistle on the play. Joachim Pitaluga on Lily. Terrera on PB from Gantut. Umpires look like they're going to move this one up for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty in favour of Abu Dhabi. So the ball's teed up there by Alfredo Capella on the 60-yard line for a penalty for Abu Dhabi. Alfredo Capella, he drives, sends that one in towards the goal, but it looks like it's just drifted wide, so the score remains the same. 5 goals to UAE, 8 goals to Abu Dhabi here in chukka number 4. As the ball's placed down there on the back line for Matthias Benoit to bring back into play once more. Matthias on Activia brings it forward. Goes himself. Checks up there with Benoit. Goes with the driving shot here this time, looking to unleash Hyde. Sends it up there for Hyde. Jack Hyde gets a good driving shot up there with Yabuni out there in front. Yabuni coming hard back onto this ball here now. Yabuni sends a bit of a backhand, not quite enough there, but it's picked up here by Hyde. Flicks that over onto the near side, leaves it now for Benoit. He gets cancelled and hooked off out of the play. Kian sends the backhand. Scurrying back onto this one though is going to be Terrera on Pui. Terrera. Thierry makes a turn. Hyde and Thierry turns inside him. Thierry, and we got a whistle on that play there. Too much traffic. So the umpires just discussing which. So the umpires trying to play a little bit of advantage there. No advantage coming from it. So a penalty is going to be given here now in favour of the UAE for a penalty 2. Being teed up there by Jack Hyde. Jack on Sonrisa. Jack drops his head, puts the mallet down up onto the ball, and through the goal it goes. Now in that gap, now 6 goals it is to UAE, 8 goals to Abu Dhabi. Here in chukka number 4 with 4 minutes left to play. Just looking for a little bit of a gap there is umpire Dixon. Whistle goes. Ball into play. Into play it is. In the line out, that one's caught there. Skipped up now, Benoit. Benoit Sends a driving shot up here, trying to get this one up here now for Thierry. Thierry comes up onto the ball here now. We've got Pitaluga coming in to try and steal that play. Does, plays the backhand, sets that one up there. Couldn't get onto it, could. Benoit, it's now picked up by Pitaluga once more. Pitaluga comes in, gets spoilt in his play, couldn't get the play he was looking for on that one there, but we get a whistle on it. Umpires once more looking to try and keep this game moving, trying to keep it open. And no advantage coming out of this here. There's a possibility that Pitaluga was fouled, or was there a play before this that the umpires are looking at? And it looks like there's been a yellow card given out as well in that play too. And it looks like we have another penalty being given away here in favour of the UAE from the 30-yard line for Jack Hyde to tee up here now. Jack Hyde walking up to this here now. Jack drops his head, puts the ball through the goals, and there it is. 7 goals now to the UAE, 8 goals to Abu Dhabi. Close that margin to 1 goal. Started this chukker with a 3-goal deficit to the UAE. It's only 1 now, with 3 minutes left to play here in chukker number 4 of this 5-chukker, 18-goal match. And we got another whistle on the play. We're starting off with a penalty from the halfway line. But now it looks like we are going to have a roll-in. So lining up here on umpire Dixon once more, looking for that little bit of a gap. Ball into play it goes, cleaning out the back of the line. Out it comes to this time for Capella on Bursa. Capella gets it stolen off him there by Terrera going forward here now. Guillermo Terrera on Pibe coming forward onto it, but it's going to be Pitaluga who clears that one away, gets a long way underneath that one, drops down there in front of the goal, clears away this time, does Pitaluga. Jochen Pitaluga. Pitaluga, nice driving shot under the neck there by Pitaluga, just over the halfway line. This one comes down, but first onto it is going to be Matthias Benoit. Benoit takes it deep down his own territory once more, across the field, out in some open play, keeping the ball moving around the field. Benoit and Yabuni. Benoit checks up, turns back in with it, gets hooked there, and a beautiful play, takes it up there. There's Kian. Kian's going forward here now, goes up with the driving shot, leaves it now for Yabuni. Yabuni coming forward once more, comes off the pony crew and kindly, but it's now Pitaluga comes up from the back door for Abu Dhabi, looking to come up forward with this one here, takes a driving shot, but we get a whistle on that play. So the ball's dropped down there for a penalty too now, in favour of Abu Dhabi, as Jochen Pitaluga just tees the ball up. So players called. players getting onto the little Avera. Circling around off one of this one here is Alfredo Capella. Alfie comes up to this one, casually drops it down onto it and through the goals it is. 9 goals is now Abu Dhabi. 7 goals to the UAE with 1:45 left on the clock as they come back towards the middle of the field here on the stand side. From by Dixon to bowl this ball in. Ball bowled into play, it's out the back of the line out clean. It is for Capella, and Terrera. Alfredo Capella going to work here now. He goes with a shot, tries to get this one up for his teammate, but first onto this one here is going to be Terrera. Terrera sends that one back out towards the boards, and we have Benoit just dismounting. So I'll just have a slight pause in play for Matthias Benoit to get himself mounted back up again. So the two teams will line up here now on umpire Dixon to bowl this ball in to get this match back underway once more. 1:09 on the clock, 9 goals it is to Abu Dhabi, 7 to UAE. Ball into play it is. Off the front of the line out, that one there comes Ubuni tries to pick this one up here now, just cleared away there by Jack Hyde. Hyde comes under the neck here, looking to set this one up here now for Terrera. Skies up onto the line here now. Terrera. Goes with the driving shot here this time, sends it up there for Hyde, but Hyde cut out of it there by Kieran. Kieran got the better one on that one there, sends the backhand. Who's going to be first round onto this one here? Looks like it is going to be Terrera and Alfie. Alfie picks it up. Alfie gets away there. Alfredo sends a shot up here this time. Couldn't get that one up to Kieran on this first shot. Checks up the play. Alfredo turns round, looks to go to work. He's got the team sorted out, got them organised, got them taking the men. Alfredo slips it up here this time, trying to get it up there for Pitaluga. Just falls a little bit short. Pitaluga jams the anchors on, drags that ball forward up here, but we get a whistle on the play. And the ball's placed down there on the halfway line. Penalty in favour of the UAE, possibly a 2-on-1 situation. So, players called. Matthias Benoit comes up onto the ball here now. On Alibaba. Goes wide there of Kieran this time. Checks up. Comes in once more. Benoit keeps his ball moving forward. Benoit flicks this one away. Benoit leaves it now for Thierry comes forward here now. It is Guillermo Terrera going goal bound. Thierry flicks that one in towards the goal, tries to stop it, does Alfredo Capella, but through the goal it is. 9 goals is to Abu Dhabi, 8 goals to the UAE. As the players leave the field of play to change ponies. With Farish, possibly to come back out onto with Maestro. Kieran to come out on Milagros. Joachim to come out back out in Roquera rather, and Alfie to come out on Mariposa. Shaker Mather to come out on Baza. Jack Hyde to come out on Asasora. Thierry to come out on and Matthias to come out on Davina. One goal is the difference. UAE 8, Abu Dhabi 9. There it is, ball in play. Gets stopped there by Kian. Kian goes to the driving shot, looking to send that one. A beautiful shot there by young Kian, setting up Alfie going forward here now. Alfie tapping this one. Alfie puts it away. A beautiful goal to start the chucker there for Abu Dhabi. Going into double figures. 10 goals it is there for Abu Dhabi. 8 goals to UAE. A great set-up play there by Kian. Struck that one well. So back to the middle it is once more. Just waiting for Alfie and Thierry to get in. There it is. Ball gets bowled into play. Comes out here for Benoit. Benoit. Picked up there by Hyde. Hyde gets hooked there by Pitaluga. Benoit once more. Benoit tries to send this one forward, but the near side backhand comes in there by Capella. Capella looking to set this one up here now for Yabuni. Yabuni and Thierry going back on this one here. Thierry takes Yabuni off out of it, but the backhand comes in there by Benoit, setting up Thierry. Thierry out there by himself. He's got Hyde jogging along behind. It is Thierry. Coming back hard is Alfie. And Kian. In comes Thierry. Thierry. Two young Englishmen go to look after each other on this one here. And we get a whistle on the play. And the ball's been dropped down here now for a penalty in favour of the UAE, looking to close that gap once more. We've got 5:26 on the clock and 8:10 is the score. So Matthias Benoit circles around this one here. He takes the driving shot. He drives in towards the goal and through the goal it is. Closing the gap by 1 goal is the difference now. 9 goals to the UAE, 10 goals to Abu Dhabi. So umpire Dixon looks to line these two teams up once more. Bowls that ball in. Off it comes there. Out comes Alfie. Backhand comes in by Benoit. Stopped by Hyde and Kian. Hyde and Kian. And we get a whistle on that play. Somebody's just discussing this one here now, if it was actually a turning play by the white player.
Yeah, I think he is turning.
Or possibly the Abu Dhabi player just pushing through on it, but it looks like the umpires are going to move this one up here now for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty in favour of Abu Dhabi. So the ball's being teed up there by Alfredo Capella. Looking to make sure of this one to keep the UAE at bay. So the ball's being teed up here now by Alfredo Capella. Looking to give this one a ride straight through the goals. Alfie drives, he shoots, it's high, it's above, there it is, it's straight through the goals. Just what Alfredo Capello is looking to do. 11 goals it is now to Abu Dhabi, 9 goals to the UAE. So umpire Dixon just lines two teams up once more. Bowls that ball back into play it is, stuck in the middle there for Hyde has it here now, Hyde gets up on the move here now, Hyde on Asura, Hyde takes the ball forward, dribbles it forward once more, takes it again forward, does Hyde, pushes it wide, Capella in hot pursuit, yields off it, leaves it for Benoit with Kian, Benoit checks up, Kian comes in up onto the play, leaves it now for Thierry looking to make a turn back, no it's Hyde looking to make the turning play, gets stolen off him there by Abu Dhabi's Alfredo Capella. Sheikh Mehta coming up onto the play, plays the backhand, changes the lines, good play there, coming onto it is Benoit going forward is Kian spoils that play, plays a good backhand, gets this one up here now for Alfie, reached out a long way, looking to avoid the hook, gets a little bit of a backhand to Thierry, comes off the pony, Terry comes on the ball here now, Terry looks to get up past Alfie on this one here, and he's got the pony here in Chetu. Thierry goes with the shot here this time, doesn't get much onto that one there, but it's still enough for him to get back onto with Pitaluga in hot pursuit. Pitaluga looking to make a play on it. The backhand comes in by Alfie once more, sending Hyde scurrying back to pick this one up from about the halfway line with Kian. Back on with him here this time, makes turning play, checks up, comes across the face of him on that one there, and we get a whistle on the play. So whilst the umpires decide on what the penalty will be given, we're going to actually have a number of players scurrying off to quickly change ponies. With Hyde, most probably to get on to Carla, Benoit, Fusion or Alibaba. Kian looking to change as well. On to Gata. That's Pitaluga. Opts to walk off. Believing his pony is just a little bit unsound or something, and the welfare of the horses, of course. If a horse is thought to be lame or considered to be lame by the umpires or player, it can be removed or should be removed by the umpires. So as Matthias Benoit just tees this ball up here now for a 60-yard penalty, a penalty 4. So Matthias Benoit here now, circling around up onto the ball. Matthias, he drives, he shoots, it's along the ground, it's gone a little bit wide. High gets a little bit of that one onto there, but it looks like it's still in play, and we get a whistle on the play right there in the goal mouth. So the score's 11 goal Abu Dhabi, 9 goals to the UAE with 2:50 on the clock. Some discussion there. The umpires have decided it will be a spot hit in favour of Abu Dhabi. So the ball's placed down there right in front of the goal mouth for Alfredo Capella, bring back into play once more. But the umpires are still discussing this one a little bit further. And it looks like that between them, the two umpires on the field have decided to finally throw the ball in. So they'll line up there. So the ball gets bowled in play, and play it goes. Looking for this one, here's Terrera. Terrera looking for that ball. Terrera flicks that one forward. Terrera gets this one up in towards the goal, but gets backed out of there by Pitaluga. But this is through the goals. Closing the gap now by 1 goal the difference. 10 goals this to the UAE, 11 goals to Abu Dhabi, with 2.5 minutes left to play. So, ball gets bowled in play, and play it is off the back of the line for Terrera. Terrera sends the backhand, comes off the pony there of Capella, and Capella gives that a hoof up the field here now. Capella and Terrera going back on this one. However, Terrera's just got him covered on it so far. Terrera gets half hooked off out of it, but still gets that backhand in, strong as ever. Sends it up here now for Hyde, and Pitaluga sends this one out towards the boards, and unfortunately just hops out over the boards, so we'll settle things down with a rolling on the far side on JJ Alberti. Clock's ticking away, the ball's into play, and out to the back of the line. Out it comes here now for Benoit. Benoit up on the move here now, being pursued by Pitaluga. Pitaluga gets the better of that one there. First round onto this one here is going to be Capella. Capella couldn't get hold of that shot that he was looking for to give it the big cut shot, but sends it wide out towards the ball, being pressurised there by Terera. It is Alfie once more. Alfie going forward, gets up past his man on that one there, gets a bit of a late nudge in the bunch possibly on that, and we get a whistle on the play. So the ball's placed down there for a penalty too now in favour of Abu Dhabi. To be teed up by Alfredo Capella Barbucci. So Alfredo Capella circling around up on the ball here now. $11 goals Abu Dhabi, 10 goals UAE, 1 minute 12 on the clock. Penny just been a little bit unkind on him coming forward up onto this one, so he opts to bring it down to the walk. He does, he drives, he shoots, and through the goals it is. It's all the necessary. 12 goals it is now to Abu Dhabi. 10 goals to the UAE, and a minute left to play. So Jason Dixon bowls that ball into play. Off the back of the pony it comes, trying to get through onto this one is Kian. Kian goes forward, gets hooked off out of it there by Hyde, picked up on the near side by Pitaluga. The first onto this one is going to be Yabuni. Yabuni comes in, gets hooked off out of that play, gets stolen there by Kian from Hyde, but Hyde comes up away with it once more. Jack Hyde goes with the driving shot here now. Jack Hyde going goalward bound. Pitaluga going back with him. It is Hyde and Pitaluga. Jack Hyde going goalward bound here once more. Takes it through up onto the near side and goes in towards the goal, but just pushes it across the face of goal. But it looks like before that we didn't manage, or I certainly didn't manage to hear the whistle. There's possibly a whistle before. Where was Hyde allowed to actually turn around and go and swap over onto the near side in that play? So the ball's placed down the back line. Some 13 seconds left on the clock. Players call. Ball brought back in here now. It is Pitaluga. Pitaluga up over the halfway line. In hot pursuit is Sheikha Metha. Pitaluga gets a driving shot in towards the goal, and he unleashes that one, but the hooter has gone before it's through the goal. So there it is. The final score is 12 goals to Abu Dhabi, 10 goals to the UAE. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our day's play today. We have 2 more matches tomorrow, starting at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock, and we look forward to seeing you then, going live by polocam.tv.